What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ, and today we are back with the final video on the 2022 Hyundai Kona NLine. And this is going to be the 5 things that we absolutely love about this vehicle. You guys know we like to keep these ones short, so without further ado, let's roll. Stepping inside to the interior, this actually, as soon as I got in, really surprised me. I didn't expect it. I didn't watch previous videos on this vehicle. So the first thing that surprised me right off the rip was the screens. And that is number 1 on this list. The screens are rather impressive. You have full LED digital display right there, as you can see, for all of your information. And then you have a 10.25-inch screen over here in the middle. Like, to have those 2 big, nice screens, I just think really make the interior feel that much more special, especially on a vehicle that you're talking, you know, is priced at around $29,000. Depends on 2 main options, which is all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, and the other option is whether you get like the, I'll call it like the tech package, which is like your upgraded sound system, lane keep, all of that sort of stuff. So those 2 options really kind of change the price, but at that price point to have 2 big screens like that, I was super impressed, and that is why it made number 1 on this list. Now we got to show you guys a quick cinematic, and then we'll continue on to number 2. Number 2 on the list is the technology for the lane keep, or lane centering rather, and the adaptive cruise control. It's really good in this vehicle. So you'll see, even without the cruise set, it is not set right now, it's gonna keep me dead center of the lane, which is really good. You should always have your hands on the wheel. Don't get me wrong, you should. But if you need to get a drink of water or whatever, you're going to see it will keep you in the lane, even around a turn like this. And my hands are off the wheel just for a second, just for the point of this. So yeah, that is really impressive. For a vehicle under $30,000 to have that kind of technology that works that well, yeah, to say I'm impressed was to say the least, because I could not get over how well that worked. So without further ado, let's move on to number 3. Number 3 on the list has to be the acceleration slash engine on this vehicle. It's a 1.6 liter turbo inline 4-cylinder making 195 horsepower. So just by listening to the numbers, I mean, it doesn't sound all that impressive. It's an inline, so you would think, well, it should be a little peppy. It's quick. I mean, it really is. And I'm not just saying that. Like, you gotta compare, again, apples to apples. Again, I own a C7 Z06 and an Audi R8. I know the definition of fast, for those of you that are new to the channel, but this thing moves. Like, for an inline 4-cylinder, I'm telling you, this thing gets it. I mean, like, watch. I'll put it to the floor. Like, it moves. Like, it is so fun to drive. So much so that literally the steering wheel, because it's front wheel drive in this particular vehicle, will literally start to like take hold. You can literally see it start to turn. it's impressive, it's fun, and moving on to number 4. Number 4 on this list has to be Hyundai's warranty. It is the best in the industry, and it had to make the list. It just does. So the warranty you're looking at is 60,000 miles or 5 years, bumper to bumper, or for powertrain, 10-year, 100,000 miles. I mean, guys, that is an incredible warranty. Like, that's how confident Hyundai is in their product to put that kind of warranty behind it. Like, honestly, the saying kind of goes, put your money where your mouth is, and that's basically what Hyundai's done. I mean, they are that confident. And I can see why, because the vehicle, they're so improved. They're so improved. For those of you that haven't checked out a Hyundai in the last 10 years, I highly recommend it. I mean, they are really stepping up their game, and it shows, because it's just one of the things. Like, I got in, I didn't expect to see fancy screens, and I did. So that right there alone, just not to mention just the reliability standpoint, and again, the warranty is incredible, and that is number 4. Moving on to number 5. Number 5, and this may not be too surprising, being an NLine, but it has to be the suspension. This thing up ahead, we have a little S-turn in front of us, and we'll put it in sport mode right there. So we've got her in sport. Hopefully you can see there. We've got this little turn up ahead, so if we accelerate into it, there's just not much body roll. The camera's moving more than what the actual car is, because I'm holding it. I mean, it's impressive. It really is. Like, especially for a small crossover SUV, I mean, I really expected at least a little bit of body roll, just because it's just a little bit taller than a car, but it doesn't. Somehow they've refined it to where, I'm telling you, this thing would be a blast on the track. I haven't had that opportunity, but this thing would be really, really fun. And some of you are gonna say, well, yeah, it's an NLine, and others are gonna go, wow, yeah, that is surprising. And it surprised me. I know it's an NLine, I get that, but it surprised me. I'll just put it that way. Once you drive one, I think it'll surprise you too, even if you kind of expect it. So it had to make the list, because it really was notable whenever I was driving, and I just couldn't get over how well this thing handled. So had to make the list. All right, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. We are moving on to another vehicle in the next 3 videos. But if you guys have any questions on this one, please drop them below. If there's something you want to see, also please drop it below. Please like, please subscribe, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.